So, first of all, mazel tov, Alan. Most people in the room know that I met you 36 years ago, probably almost to the day. Waited patiently for weeks for you to tell me if I had the job. And then Howard and I made our way to Louisville, Kentucky. In those 36 years, like many people in this room, and Marcia just said it, I found someone who could listen. I think I'm not alone in saying that you have this unique ability to let people work through their problems and just listen as we work it out. 36 years of that, thank you. I know, I need to send you a check for all the therapy. We've covered that. A mentor, a teacher, and a boss. And after the first 20 years, you still remain my mentor, teacher, friend, and we've worked out the boss thing over the past 16 years. You haven't stopped, and I think it's a testament that everyone is here in this room knows it. On a personal level also, I just want to share that not only have you became an incredible mentor, as I know you had wonderful mentors throughout your career, but you gave many of us other mentors. I look at Marcia and Maura and Marie and the people you introduced me to probably in my first week, and two of those women interviewed me at my interview, that have made a difference. But you've done that again for everybody that you meet. When someone moves to town, this was maybe 2 months ago when you were already moving, I told you about it, a young adult who moved to town who was looking to connect with the nonprofit community. Of course, Alan took him out to lunch, made the connections, made the introductions, and we're just very grateful that that is how you roll. The other thing that I have the privilege of sharing is that we're not really done yet. So you know that you won the Ottenheimer Award. You flew back to Louisville. We're thrilled that Linda and Josh are with you. But we're not done celebrating you. So your good friend, everyone's good friend, Ronnie Abrams, and happy birthday, Ronnie, back there, had a great idea before we knew you were receiving this award, when he and Marie heard that you were leaving town, that we really needed to mark the moment by celebrating what you've given to Louisville over 38 years. So we thought about it, because what are the most important things to Alan? So we couldn't come up with everything. We didn't put a baseball diamond and a catcher's trophy out the back. But we thought about, you've been such an incredible champion of professional development, a champion of Israel. I don't think we've mentioned tonight that it was on your watch that we started our partnership with Israel 30 years ago in the Western Galilee. And where do those two things, professional development and Israel, come together? Some of you may remember that 16 years ago, when Alan retired, we started the Alan Engel Partnership with Israel Professional Development Fund. It's one of our 262 endowments. So what better way to celebrate Alan's legacy but to make sure that more staff members can have that Israel experience? So Alan is a numbers guy. He's not shy about asking people to contribute to make a vision happen. So what started as a seed with Ronnie's lovely idea and an endowment that had $17,000 in it when we checked, we have now raised from 23 gifts $51,000 to add to it. You all couldn't see Alan, but we got a reaction out of that. We got a clap. That was good. And I would be remiss if I didn't remind everybody, again, we have 262 endowments here. You've heard the legacy of many tonight that are part of our awardees. Alan's fund and all of the other funds are available for you at any time to participate and contribute to. In your program, I believe there's information and a QR code, So please think of us generously anytime you'd like to honor someone. I want to thank you in advance because you sent me on many a trip to Israel, and that's why I'm in love with sending more people to Israel, and it absolutely has created an element of my career that I wouldn't have had without it. So with that, I just want to congratulate you on your success and let you know that we will continue the legacy, and for all the professional staff in this room that will have the opportunity to travel to Israel, we will gladly put the generosity in your name to good use. Thank you, Alan. I have a couple minutes, and I'll just take a couple minutes to really talk about the year ahead. The year ahead, I think we all know, is going to be pretty exciting. We talked about the year of civil discourse. We're going to bring people together for challenging conversations and people who want to be in dialogue with one another. We have a capital campaign that is well underway. When I look for inspiration, I listen to a lot of podcasts. So if you're around me often, as my husband would tell you, I listen to a lot of Jewy podcasts, and I love them all. So I'm a big follower of the Israeli thinker Mika. See, I have a grandson named Micah, so now I want to say Micah. Mika Goodman, who has this amazing quote that Jewish people are a small people with a very big story. And no, we don't mean our stature, we're talking about the numbers. Our story has never been defined by the numbers. It's always been defined by meaning, by memory, and by our collective responsibility to take care of the world around us. For generations, the story has survived and grown, not by accident, but with intention. It is carried forward by people who believe that Jewish life doesn't just happen. It is built, and it is nurtured, and it is sustained. That is what we've been doing every day, and that's what we will continue to do in the year ahead. We see this every day in small gestures. The other day, I walked down the stairs to the lobby, and I watched a woman who had just finished a workout standing in front of the two signs in the lobby. If you haven't taken time, I encourage you to do so. We used to have a banner for 278 days that shared the names of the hostages that were held captive in Gaza. When we took that banner down, when the last hostage was brought home, which was not that long ago because our Shin, Yael and Rhoda were with us, we took that down, but we didn't just make it go away. We put signage in the lobby that explained what the banner was, why it was there, and why we have to remember, and the Jewish tradition of how we remember the captive. Watching a lovely member take time out of her day to put her gym bag down and really read the sign is just one of the millions of opportunities where people bump into our story. Again, we're a small people with a very big story, and with 14,000 members and countless guests in this building, we have the opportunity to keep telling that story every day. I want to thank our partners, JFCS, the Jewish Heritage Fund, all of the congregations. We're here tonight to celebrate our success as the Jewish Louisville community. In countless ways, we're supporting each other every day in all of our institutions and congregations. That is what truly makes our community stronger. Again, we may be small people, but when we invest in one another, when we show up, care, and lead, we know our story will endure. So thank you for being part of our story. Our gratitude, my gratitude to our board, to Beth Solomon for your tireless work. And yes, we do love rooming together on these trips. It's become a thing. Now we're dressing alike, if everybody didn't notice. To our staff, you are the hardest working people I've ever met. Every year I'm amazed when we write the impact report at all the things we have done, and that is on your shoulders, and I hope you're all standing proud because you've been doing amazing work. To all of our volunteers, to all of our donors, to all of our members, we're incredibly grateful. That leaves me with our shlichim, or our shinshin. So you're part of the story too. Our story isn't just here in Kentucky. You remind us that our story stretches across the ocean. You have been here like our first shinshin last year, our second shinshin. Yael and Rona, you taught us about Israel, and you've shared yourself with the community. It's my honor to welcome Rona and Yael to the stage.